Diabetes, diabetes, it will kill you. Hi guys, how are you doing today? My name is Kidneyjay. The J stands for jerk because my kidneys are a pair of jerks. And yes, that was the pink fairy, 1, 2, 3. But I changed it up because I don't know, maybe I have a sick, twisted sense of humor. Whatever. But it will kill you. And this is Pink Fairy's sort of her intro video where she is first diagnosed with diabetes. This was 3 months ago, so let's just dive into it. Take a look what she has to say.
See what they got to say about my blood work. Yay. We shall see.
By the way, I hate this period after you've had your blood work and then you're waiting alone in that room to see what bad news or good news the doctor has to tell you. My least favorite part. Effects of hypertension. Girl, you should be giving that a good look. Anything is possible. Ooh, jinx. True, anything is possible, good or bad.
So we're sitting waiting. I'll let you guys know what I want you to know. I'll tell you what I want you to know. Okay, guys.
Okay, so I clipped that little part out because I'll tell you guys what I want you to know. She says not once, but twice. Listen, if you have like a health issue, whatever going on in your life, and you're on YouTube, definitely not. You don't have to tell everybody every single thing. I maybe share too much sometimes. I think knowledge is power. So the more information I put out, what I'm going through, my experiences, I think the better off everyone else is. But that's just me. And like I said, you don't have to share every little thing. What really bothers me is when you are purposely giving disinformation or maybe ignorantly giving misinformation. That's where it bothers me. So just saying that, my little TED Talk about that over.
Made it out and we're eating at our favorite restaurant, Wendy. Not so good news in there, I'll tell you that. Not so good news. Oh lordy, my life's really about to change. And it kind of stinky. I'll talk about that more of what's going on when I get home. I have to cut out all pop and sugar. So you can kind of guess.
She looks thrilled. I just want to point out, so she knows what her diagnosis is. She hasn't told her audience yet, but you know, you could do the math. Obviously, she has been diagnosed with diabetes. And she waits till after her little Wendy's mukbang to tell people this. So already you can tell her mindset where it is. And diabetics is not just, and I'm sure most people know this, it's not just sugar you have to cut out. Obviously, it is, refined carbs like crackers, your conventional pasta, your white bread, as well as like a lower fat diet because your heart and other organs are going to be at risk.
Okay, guys, we made it home. So, doctors, what they said. Anyways, I got diabetes. Got the papers right here. Got high sugar. So I want a medicine for it. I'm going to go pick them up.
What medicine? What was your sugar? Did they do like an A1C, which is your basically average blood sugar over 3 months? Did they do a fasting sugar? Did they do a glucose tolerance test? Did they just do a random glucose? I don't know. This is stuff that I would share with my audience and explain what each one is, so I would know. I wouldn't just say be okay if the doctor's like, here you go, you have high sugar and diabetes.
My blood pressure was good. It was a tad bit high, but she said not enough to put me on. When I was there a month ago, she said the same thing. She was waiting for my blood work to go back to.
So her blood pressure was fine, but it was high as well. Same with last month. It was fine, but high as well. You guys know I've mentioned blood pressure before, how it can destroy the kidneys. Diabetes, can destroy the kidneys. I've done countless videos on that. But there's stages to blood pressure. So, I don't know. Hopefully, guys, this is like going back 3 months. Hopefully she armed herself with some knowledge before her next appointment so she could ask these questions. Well, what stage is my hypertension? And what do you mean? Why don't I have to worry about it? Guys, I'm such an optimist. I'm laughing at myself because you guys are looking at me like, what? Kidneyjay, look at this woman. Okay. By the way, I did an intro to Pink Fairy. I'll link in the card above. And while you're there, click like, subscribe, leave a comment down below what you think.
Talk to me in person. High cholesterol, and she put me on a water pill. So I gotta check my sugar.
Okay, so she's on a water pill, which actually might be for the blood pressure. So a water pill, a diuretic, it just helps your body get rid of any excess water your body is holding on to. And the reason why that would affect blood pressure is because the more water you have, the higher your blood volume is, and the more pressure that is on your arteries and veins. So I'm thinking that blood pressure probably was not fine, and that's why she's on the water pill. Just my guess. And her cholesterol is high.
She gave me the paper to do my my sugar testing. And then I gotta go back in 3 months, and then.
Okay, I guess that's handy, but in the dialysis clinic, when the diabetic nurses come to see patients, I never see anyone with those papers. Nowadays, you just hand them your glucose monitor, and they plug it into the computer, and they say what your readings are, basically. And it's a good way you can't cheat. And it gives, graphs and charts of trending upward, trending downward. It also point out maybe any inconsistencies if your monitor isn't calibrated right. So I don't know. Okay, I guess she has the old school paper.
And she gave me all this work to look on too, about diabetes and things like that. So, and then I got all my lab work right here, which I'm showing in my appointment card. For my next appointment in 3 months, she wants to see me back in 3 months. Yeah, I'm doing all the medicine, stuff like that. So, so things are definitely changing for me, that's for sure. Because my sugar was pretty darn high, and I do eat a lot of sugar, and that's what I told her. I said, I love sugar. I eat a lot of sugar, so she's working with me with that too, with some things. Like I said, that's all the things I'm talking about. Just letting y'all know.
Lord, I hope that doctor just didn't hand her papers about her diet. I hope there's a follow-up with a dietitian to go over all that with you. With her, I guess. I don't know.
I did, and some of do really care a lot about it and stuff like that. And yeah, so not good news, but you know what? I gotta change. I gotta change things. Just got to. Plain and simple. So I hope y'all enjoyed this.
So she said she has to change. I looked over. So remember, this was 3 months ago. She said she wasn't going to have Wendy's anymore, but she definitely had a lot of Taco Bell, McDonald's, a lot of cheese, a lot of refined carbs. So this is just like, I wanted to go back to see how she reacted to this news, because I find that very interesting how people take a diagnosis at first, if they sort of, you know, try to get all the information they need, try to arm themselves with knowledge, sort of face the problem head on, or if they sort of put their head in the sand, ostrich syndrome style, and just ignore it. So we will go further on. I know this was an older one, but I want to start here, and we'll probably do some more current ones later. Thank you guys for watching. As I eat Wendy's in the Have a good one.
I'm done with that. That was my last hurrah.